Yeah, big storm coming, black rain coming, first in the world, tell me who won it. Winning by 40, I ain't taking no knee, I'm running up scores, I'm throwing it deep. Big storm coming, black rain coming, first in the world, tell me who won it. Winning by 40, I ain't taking no knee, I'm running up scores, I'm throwing it deep.
Alright, man, so we are currently 5-3, playing with tier 5 teams versus tier 1 teams. Still ranked number 1 for the playoffs, man. I guess you beat 5 tier 1 teams or tier 5, you chilling. And still, even if I lose a game, even if I play tier 5 versus tier 5 and I lose, I am still number 1 ranked for the playoffs. Gotta love it, man. Let's go with James Madison Dukes versus tier 1. I actually played in a national championship versus James Madison, and we lost. I lost in my national championship. Youngstown State versus James Madison. This is tier 2. See, I searched tier 1. Y'all seen me search tier 1. I don't know how they match you up versus, I don't know, but I remember earlier in the year when people was using tier 1 teams and trying to match it with tier 5 and tier 4 teams. I was trying to tell people that shit don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You can sit there and try to match up with, you know what I'm saying, whoever you want, but it's not always guaranteed. Like, I literally just searched tier 1 and now I'm playing against tier 2 Penn State. But yeah, 2016 maybe, 2016 we played James Madison. I think that we was the better team talent-wise, but we had some issues, right? So in the playoffs we end up going to Eastern Washington and playing Cooper Kupp and Kendrick Bourne, and we end up winning that game on some luck shit. But we had our starting running back out. We had our starting receiver, punt return, kick return out, and 2 starting safeties out. They failed drug tests. Yeah, man, you think shit would be more important than people, you know what I'm saying, than you know, smoking weed. When they sit there and tell you, hey, when the coach sit there and tell you, hey, you know what I'm saying, don't smoke, because they gonna come through and they gonna drug test your ass. And you have people just hear that and just be like, oh, well, shit, maybe they ain't gonna drug test me. And you're literally one of the best players on the team, so of course they gonna drug test you. They came through and they drug tested all the starters. I don't know if the niggas that was smoking thought that they was gonna come through and drug test the backup players. I don't know what sense that would make, but yep. So our secondary was in a bit of a situation. So yes, we was out there with backup safeties, our backup safeties wasn't terrible, but you know what I'm saying, when you got that chemistry with your starting safeties all season, and now, you know, it just wasn't the best. So I'm pretty sure they was out there with a full deck of players, and we was out there with backups and things like that. So that had it stressful for us. But I think we was the better team. But I will say I think they was better prepared for that game than we was, because everything that we audible to, they knew what we was audibling to. You know what I'm saying? So they was definitely more prepared and better coached, and their scheme was top notch versus us. And they had some great plays, right? They blocked the field goal. They ended up blocking a punt. They just had great field positioning versus us a lot of times, so that put the defense in some weird situations. But they ended up winning 28-14. They beat us 28-14. Tired of losing? Here at Rain Game Picks, the focus is doing research and finding the safest picks to ensure wins. Sign up for the weekly player props, team bets, or both, and let's win together. There's even a subscription for beginners that is completely free and gives you one pick daily. Once again, here at Rain Game Picks, The focus is doing research to find the safest picks and winning as a team. The funny thing about that is I was actually suspended for the season. I was suspended for the whole season. And then playoffs came and I appealed my suspension and they uplifted. Well, they didn't uplift it. They was like, well, yeah. So, hear me out, right? Time out. I got a bunch of stories going on. If there's two of us right here, right? Two defenders. There's an out and there's one blocker. Wouldn't it be smart for the one over here to go outside and the one over here to go inside the blocker? He can't block both of us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I feel like they should have just fixed the angles on this game for some reason. I mean, well, for a lot of reasons. They just don't. But, god damn. I was suspended for the season. Playoffs came. And then I ended up coming back for the playoffs. And that was like my Jacksonville State, Jacksonville State, Charleston. No, Jacksonville State. It wasn't Charleston Southern. It was Wofford. Jacksonville State, Wofford, Eastern Washington, and then James Madison. So that was only my fourth game of the season. So we was out there with like not a lot of season experience. The two safeties that played, they didn't really play much that season, but they played Eastern Washington. Yeah, they were suspended for the Eastern Washington game, and they were suspended for the national championship. So they had only played 2 games, really. He is running the ball down my throat right now. That's the thing that sucks when you're playing with Tier 5 teams versus powerhouse teams. D-line and offense line just cannot hold up. And then nigga got chew clock on, pistol strong, and all type of shit out there. Corner route. I knew that was coming. I knew as soon as I seen the play action, I knew the corner route was coming. That's on me. Good job. Good offense right there. Head over to your App Store or Google Play and download the best way to play fantasy, Prize Picks. Use code RAIN4 to instantly get $50 when you put in a $5 pick. It's pretty simple. Just pick more or less on your favorite players on the projected stat line for the day. Prize Picks offers every sport you can think of, from NBA, college football, college basketball, NFL, and many more. Prize Picks also offers mixed sports entries, like you can take more points for Caitlin Clark, more total bases for Aaron Judge, more passing yards for Patrick Mahomes, or more assists for LeBron James on the same entry. With the fast and secure withdrawal systems, Prize Picks is the best legal way to play player props. Once again, head over to your Apple Store or Google Play and download Prize Picks. And don't forget to use code RAIN4 and instantly get $50 when you do one $5 entry. Now, the 2 starting safeties that got suspended, I had played with them all the year before. You know what I'm saying? So we had a lot of chemistry. We practiced together. I always practiced with the ones. Even during the season, I practiced with the ones. And then the 2s would I had a backup. All right, let me look at this off. I got a trips tight end offset. We got a level cell. We got a level cell. I'm about to say, bro, what is up with these playbooks having trips tight end offset and not having a damn level cell? What they do? What they do that at? What the hell? But yeah, so secondary was out there with not a lot of experience. I had years of experience, you know what I'm saying, but the 2 backup, they didn't really have much experience, so that was rough. Offensively, we was a running team offensively, and we had one of our main running backs out, but still they packed the box and just dared us to beat their DBs one-on-one, which is, I think we had a great receiving core to beat those guys one-on-one, but we just never, that game, we never really tried them downfield like that. We never really tried them downfield like that, so that put us in some weird situations. Why did it take him 15 years to throw that pass? Do we got a 5 wide? Empty quads, empty wide flex. I seen a jet sweep in here that I kind of like. I don't know what type of match that was, but I don't even think that was man to man. But that DN or outside linebacker ran out there and guarded that shit. That is crazy. Cub gotta have his flats on like Cub gotta have his flats on like 15 or something. But usually when you got your flats on something, they'll scoot. They turning and running. Great block out there, boy. Caught him in man-to-man right there. He been going zone. We caught him in man-to-man right there on that jet sweep. Sure did. All right, if we can make tackles, we're on conservative tackling, which really just don't matter when they got a better team. We gotta get a turnover here this drive. So where the fuck would where was my? I'm already knowing he probably was in no man's land. My left hook on that side. I have no clue where he was. On the right side. My left hook was on the right side right there. That's where it was. That's where he was. He was throwing that to me. That's a great defense too. That's such great defense. That's such great defense. He dropped that. Wow. I wasn't expecting that route combination. I thought he had a C route over there. Come on, man. And this nigga Summerford supposed to be on the D line. They got my left hook out there supposed to be playing a purple. This is crazy. Oh, that's disgusting work right there. You know what? We're not mad about it though. We're not mad about it. We're not mad about it. We chilling. Great tackle, boy. Can't believe you just hiking through that. Take your 3. Oh, I'm glad you're going for it. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, I suck for that. Oh, God. What are we doing? What am I? Oh, that is shitty. That was perfect coverage. It literally got no better than that right there. That was perfect. That was perfect. Running back is wide open and he throws. I'm not mad. It's Tyler fucking Warren. You can't guard him in real life. I'm not mad about it. I'm mad about my user, bro. On the 4th down, my user. And that ball just fucking floated and floated and floated. I'm not mad. I've had chances to get stops, so. I'm going to tell y'all a big difference when you playing with these lesser teams, bro. It's the user. I'm used to running around with 97, 95, 92, 93 speed DBs. I'm out there running around with 87, 88 speed DBs, so it's definitely different. They out there blocking good too. I thought the Penn State was shed. They out there blocking real good. Okay, there's the shit. There it is. I got the running back. I knew he wouldn't have all that damn time. Great ball, boy. 4. Come back and block somebody. Is that 9, 4, whatever number he is, nigga? Turn around. We just got screamed at off the edge. Is that it? Oh, that's okay, cool. Okay, cool. That's Abdul Carter. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. That's a great grab right there, boy. That's an amazing catch. Gotta just take that to the flat, man, and live with like a 4th and 2. I'll throw that to the flat. That's a tough grab right there in traffic, boy. That's a tough grab. Come on, man. Come on, we fighting 4th down conversions. We fighting. Neither of us can get a good stop. Neither of us. I'm about to get it right here. I gotta get it right here. Come on. Good tackles. Well, I get 2, 3 people at the ball every play, man. There should be a rule too, bro. Versus if you got a tier 1, 2 team versus a tier 4, 5 team, you can't run the ball that many times. And you can't win by a field goal. That should be a rule. I knew that play was coming. Fuck. And he got shoe clock on. I gotta pick that. They let me pick that. He throwing shit right to me. This is the QB, running back. Nope. Come on. One more stop right here. This is it. Corner route to 44. We ain't worrying about it. Oh my God, we got cooked by a backside post. I can't get a stop. I need him to score. I needed him to score, honestly. All right, here's we get 3 stops right here. Good tackle. Here's where we hold him to a field goal at right here. Oh my God, we actually knocked him backwards right there. I thought he was gonna fall forward right there for sure. What do you do? You gotta go for this, honestly. And just trust your defense down here if you don't get it. It's the only thing that makes sense. Field goal? What? Yeah, you take your points too. I got no timeouts, so yeah. Take your points, play good defense. I would have went forward and just left it in, left it up to my team. I have a powerhouse team versus JMU. If we can't get 1 yard, then that's a problem. But anyway, if you can't stop me with 44 seconds left, then that's a problem too. So I can understand that. Where are you throwing the ball to, man? I just got celebrated on by fucking Penn State versus JMU. The vertical was there. Maybe should I do my other vertical? The vertical was there. It's cover 3. He jammed him. He just gotta throw that in a straight line. If we could have picked that right there, went down and scored those two, it would have been a 7-point. Why is he? People play so weird. Nigga just struggled versus JMU and celebrating. Nigga struggle versus JMU and celebrating, dog. I can't make this shit up. Oh, was that the wrong read? It's cover 3. He just threw it too much inside. He gotta throw that outside. Like right off the jam. Bam. That hurt. Strip it. GG's, man. GG's. So right here, right off the jam, bam. He just got to throw that inside. I mean, he got to throw it outside. He got to just throw it vertical, and he threw it too far inside. And it just floated off the jam right here. I could have threw that vertical too, but I mean. And it's crazy because the ball is out and the safety ain't even broke on it yet. That's how bad of a pass it was. To the fact that he just broke right to it. Yeah, it was too high. That's what it was. We couldn't have got to it regardless. It was too high. But yeah, that's the read versus cover 3. Vertical. I feel like either one was the right read, and he just didn't throw it correctly. But yeah, man, that was a GG's, man. We fought, man. We fought.
Hey, Black Rain, yeah.